What's going on, everybody? This is Al from NCAA 06 Revival. And before we get into the topic of this video, I want to give you a quick update on the Yale Dynasty. The last video I posted was Game 4 against Western Michigan. The next game is Ball State. Well, a lot of times when I play these games, I kind of play them in succession. And I accidentally taped over the Ball State game. So you will not see a Ball State video, unfortunately. It was a close game. You'll get to see some of that. And the reason why I bring this up is because I've already recorded Game 6, which was the Marshall game. And in the Marshall game, I briefly talk about Ball State, but I don't talk about why you can't see the videos. So I figured I would do this here. That way everybody would get to at least understand instead of asking me 500 questions when I post the Marshall video. Hey, where's the Ball State game at? So now you know, unfortunately, there won't be a Ball State game. And I think I know why that's happening. Whenever I record a couple games in a row, I think sometimes the capture card records over the previous game. So every time I record a game, I'm going to go ahead and save it and then go back and play the next game just to be safe. So again, you will not see a Game 5 Ball State game, unfortunately. You'll get to see some of the stats, and if I'll try to remember when I record the Army game, which is Game 7, I'll go back and we'll look at some of the stats of the Ball State game, and I'll go into more detail on it. So with that being said, let's go into this video, and I wanted to talk about a play that I've been working on for a while that I really enjoy, and it is out of I-form slot, and it's called wide receiver drag. In the real world, the concept is called follow. It's no different than shallow cross. We have a shallow and we have a dig route, but it's on the same side. A shallow cross has a shallow going one way and the dig route going the other way. Usually the slot receiver would be the dig. He'd be on the left side and he would run to the right. But this is a follow route. But there's a lot of good stuff you could do with this play. So I'm going to break it down now. We'll just select it. It is a right hash play. We'll just go up against a 4-3. Doesn't really matter. Against man, as usual, go to your cover 0 beater, which in this case, it's this zig corner route on the left side, which is square. Anything other than that, your shallow route is a great man beater. If for whatever reason your shallow is not open or he gets caught up or something of that sort, you can go to your dig route. Do not worry about your halfback in man. We'll worry about him later against zone. But for now, man, if it's cover 0, go to your square on the zig corner. Anything other than that, go to your shallow or your dig. We'll snap the ball. Pick up 10 yards there. We'll break down the play. They went man. They went one high safety, as you can tell right here. So I didn't bother going to my cover 0 beater. That's actually a good cover 1 beater. But this shallow route is so potent, you probably don't have to go to him unless both safeties come over the top. But as you can see here, if I can put my cursor on him, there we go. Great separation here. And I threw it kind of light. I actually suggest you throw it as hard as you can. Let your receiver adjust to the ball. But that was still a good play, and he picked up 9 yards. They're going zone. Okay, we'll break this play down. Against zone, your first read is the middle of the field, preferably where the middle linebacker is at, right at the hash mark. If they open up a hole, give it to your shallow. Otherwise, just give it to your halfback that is running up the sideline. As you can see here, there's not really much of a hole right here to go to. I mean, he could probably get open, but he's surrounded by 3 linebackers. If you don't see a gaping hole, particularly right here, just up it to your halfback, because this corner is distracted by the dig, so he's got all this room over here to make a play. So let me just put my cursor on him if I can. Sometimes this is so hard. Come on. There we go. When he cuts up field right here, it's about when you need to throw it. As you can see, I'm in my throwing motion. Just give it to your halfback. And that was actually a bad throw, but he still picked up 5 yards. They're going zone again. So our first read is the middle. If we see a gaping hole, we can dump it to our shallow. If not, we'll go to our halfback. That's just a bad throw. We'll break this down. We saw the two linebackers separating. I should have threw it right here instead of right here. I threw it late. He should have caught the ball right here, and he would have gone right up the field. If you do not feel comfortable with that, if you don't think there's a gaping hole, though, look how open the halfback is. Try it again. I think they're going man. Nope, they're going zone. We'll just dump it to our halfback. Pick up 4 yards. Going zone. I don't see a hole. I'll just throw it to my halfback, and he dropped the ball. Okay, they're going man. My shallow is being double covered. And the other safety looks like he's coming down probably to defend my halfback. So, that's cover 0, which means I can go over the top to square. As long as I have decent blocking, and then one of the advantages of this play is you have 6-man protection. Your 5 linemen and your fullback. Let's see if I can get good enough protection where I can just throw it over the top and see if he can make a play. Great play, good adjustment. Man, now we see the strong safety coming down to the fin triangle, and the free safety coming down to the looks like he's defending my halfback. That means it's cover 0. You know what to do. Go over the top. Hopefully we get good protection. Just throw over the top. That's just great defense right there. Good play. Okay, they're going zone. Again, over the middle. If there's nothing open there, just go to your halfback. I don't see a hole. Just give it to your halfback. Great play. Picked up 11 yards. We'll break this down. I don't see much of a hole. The linebackers are kind of staying put, so there's really not much blitzing. The dig route, I wish could get open. That's a risky throw for me. Linebackers are usually good by making or covering their ground to defend that. Otherwise, this would be a good zone option. I think it's safer if you just go to the halfback if your shallow's not open. Picked up 11 yards. Can't beat that. Going zone again. Middle of the field, I don't see it open. We'll just dump it to the halfback. 5 yards. Zone again. Don't see the middle of the field open. Dump it to the halfback. 5 yards. Zone again. Strong safety was coming up. I'll just give it to my halfback. Let him pick up 5 yards. Zone again. I don't see a hole. That's great defense. Wow, that's a rarity. They're going man. Safety's coming down, so it's still probably one high safety. So I probably just need to give it to my shallow. That's just a terrible throw, but I want to break this down and show you how potent shallow is. He just has good separation right here. I mean, the corner's 5 yards off of him. Just a bad throw by the quarterback. Going zone, I don't see a hole. Just dump it to your halfback. Pick up a big gain for 10 yards. Going man, both safeties coming up. I'll just dump it to my corner. Oh, another great interception. Wow. Going man, both safeties coming up. Dump it to your corner. Big gain. Going again. They're going man. Both safeties coming up. That's just my left tackle got destroyed. Going zone. I don't see much of a hole. Just dump it to your halfback. Pick up 4. Man. One high safety. Should have caught that. That would have been about 6 yards. They're going zone. There we go. That was a bit of a hole. That actually wasn't a really good hole to open up right there, but he was open. They're going zone. Of course, your first read is the middle of the field. They had 2 linebackers blitzing. Nice little hole right here for your shallow. Pop right there, pick up 10 yards. Going man, both safeties coming up. You know what to do. Go over the top. That's just good blitzing, good defense. Going man, cover 0. We'll go over the top. Oh, gosh, another good interception. Only downside to that route over there is just it could be a short throw. 10 yards, man, go over to your shallow. Both safeties come up, go over the top. If I have time, nope, I don't. Going zone, don't see much of a hole. Picked up a couple. Zone. Just dumped in my halfback. There's not a hole in the middle. Zone. Don't see a hole. Pick up 6. Man. Great play there by my wide receiver. Okay, we'll break this down. Going man. I saw one high safety, so I'll just go to my shallow. You notice I've never went to my dig once in this entire video just because this shallow is such a good beater. But again, if he gets caught up or if you don't have a really fast receiver right here, don't be afraid to go to your dig because he can be open against man as well. But we have Derek Williams here. He's got a lot of speed, great separation. Dump it to him, and he picks up almost 25 yards. All right. Great little play. Nice little simple, quick passing attack. Use it. There's a lot of good other plays in this formation. PA wide receiver in is good. ISO, slam, PA boot, blast, stretch, fullback seam. Check is good. You got your curl flat on the right. Slot corner, it's a smash with a curl flat on the left. Slants, I'm not a big fan about. Slot around is not the best reverse play in the world. And you got a couple option plays. So this is a really good formation. The wide receiver drag is just a great play. Of course, you can also use it on the left hash since it's a drop back. So if you got an impact halfback that can catch the ball a little bit, or if you just got some good receivers, or if you just want a quick passing concept, you can't go wrong with wide receiver drag. All right, guys. Next video will be the Marshall video and not the Ball State video, like I said in the video, or in the beginning of this video. So just look out for that, and I'll talk to you later.